back to News for Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more, and back to another Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submission. You guys have been waiting for this for actually about a week today, and I did promise that I would actually have that ready for you tonight around the afternoon or so, because last night I was actually live streaming the Game Awards, and I actually had mentioned it a couple times already that I will be uploading new photo mode videos tonight, and I do see a couple of nice ones. That's why I'm actually peering over to to my left at least, and I'm just seeing amazing photos here. So we're going to go over those in just a sec. But before I do that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on the notifications so you don't miss anything. And if you want a chance to have your Spidey photo uploaded and actually shown off to everybody else here on this channel, then definitely be sure to tag me on Twitter using the hashtag SpideyPhotos. If you don't want to do that, then there's always Discord, which you can also find the invitation link to that in the description box below. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to it. Now, I'm not going to pick these Spidey photos in any particular order. That's how it's always been. I'm definitely going to be going through them here and actually picking out my favorites. If the screen is a little too small, don't worry about it. I'll be actually zooming in on the picture and selecting them so that way you can get a better view here, because this is my overlay. This is what I use for live streams now moving forward. So first off, I'm on Twitter right now, going over to see who posted the hashtag Spidey photos. Some of you already did that already, and you guys are doing a great job. So let's see what I can find here. So here's a good one. It says, quote unquote, destroy us. This is by Griff. This is actually a really nice one. I don't know if I already selected this one already in the last one. It could be wrong. So I feel like I did. And if I did, I do apologize if I'm looking at it again, because I did like it. It's really nice. I really love the use of black and white, and there's New York in the background. It's like Spidey's keeping to himself, and the facial exposure that he has on his eyes right there, it's like mean or sad or depressed, but it's definitely a good shot right there. Now, it looks like we've had some new ones since, and I want to go over those too in just a sec. So this is from Seb, and this is the anti-venom suit. Spoiler alert, the game's been out for over about almost 2 months now. So if you haven't played the game, then definitely do it. I highly suggest you do it. It only got nominated for 7 awards, right? But can you believe it didn't win a single award? It's crazy, right? Anyway, this is from Seb at Seb Payne, who submitted this shot of the anti-venom Spider-Man using his tendrils to grab his enemies and slam them. You got the fire going off in the background, and I really like the use of minimum lighting. I don't think a lot of lighting was used. That's all thanks to the daylight that's happening here in the background. But it is a great angle, and it's a great shot, and I really like it. Thank you so much, Seb Payne, for tagging me with this as well. So, wonderful shot. I do apologize if I do sound a little bit stuffy. I'm just getting off a cold. I'm still technically a little sick, but I'm doing everything I can to get back to normal, so that way I don't sound stuffy anymore. So, apologies in advance again, guys. Now, this is from Griff once again. I think he submitted some photos beforehand. Yeah, I like this one. It looks like it's an event. It kind of reminds me of Universal Studios when you're about to enter the Spider-Man ride. You see Spidey right there, or thwipping at you, and it says Spider-Man right behind him. It's like Spider-Man's advertising or sponsoring Radio City, or he's being sponsored by Radio City. And it's a cool look, because I like the lights of the neon lights right here of Radio City, shining on him. Might have used like a sphere or a spotlight to shine him, because you got some good red accents and blue accents here and there. So I think it looks really cool. And this is from Griff at Indigo Griff on Twitter. So let's go ahead and make our way over to now actually Discord, which we're going to go now, and where we get a lot of our amazing Spidey photos here. And like I said before, I did actually see some amazing photos on my Discord here, so we're going to go over them in just a sec. So let's go ahead and take a look at some here. So this one really caught my eye. This is from Jawa. He does post amazing photos here. I love it. It's the classic suit from Insomniac Games. Yes, they made their own interpretation of the classic suit, and they brought it to this game, of course. They had to. But I love it. It's clearly, you can tell Spider-Man is in motion here. It's a pose, yeah, sure. But how he got this pose, I'm not entirely sure. It's actually a pose I've never seen before, where he has one hand like this and he's whipping right there. I think a web line's about to fire out, but he might have caught it in the perfect moment right there. But it's definitely an amazing shot. I love how the entire city is blurred, but you can tell that it's in motion. So how he was able to capture that, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks really good, and it looks like it could be potential promotional material, which I really love as well. So phenomenal shot, Jawa. Thank you for submitting this one. Let's see what else I can find. Solage, I like the use of onomatopoeia. It's kind of like my thing, you know, with the corners being cut off with black lines, or you know, being darkened by the black here. But the boink from the Into the Spider-Verse is being used here, or the comic book onomatopoeia is being used here, while using the Advanced Suit 2.0, I believe, and definitely a good moment here. This is really nice. The reds are pretty sharp, so it's like a cherry red in a way. So it looks phenomenal. I really like this one, and that's from Solage 2 once again. So I'm definitely gonna give the original one a star and a fire, like everybody else did, and I'll definitely give this one a fire as well. I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for that one. That one's pretty cool too, Solage. Now this one is like the 5th submission, at least. I usually tend to do 10 per submission, photo submission, so I'll give that a fire as well. I like this one. Now I've noticed that in the Marvel Spider-Man 2 game, when you're fighting enemies, at least when you hit them, they happen to spit out an absurd amount of saliva every time you kick them in the face or in the stomach or something like that. It's like anime. Whenever you know, a character gets punched in the gut or in the face, or kicked in the gut in their face or whatever, they happen to spew out like an absurd amount of saliva, kind of like a dramatic effect. It goes like, you know, they get hit, they go Pah! And then all the juices come out of their mouths, and it's just gross. Yeah, I just think like they went overboard with like the absurd amount of saliva that's coming out of their mouths every time they get knocked out or something. It's kind of crazy though. But aside from that, besides that really weird detail there, Spider-Man kicking an enemy mid-air like that, it always looks pretty cool. I like the use of minimal lighting on this one as well. It's pretty dark in the back, but you can actually have an idea of where they're at exactly. This is Spider-Man just discovering one of the bases on top of the buildings, or the Hunter bases on top of the buildings there. So it looks really cool. I like this one. This is from Sprite once again, so definitely going to give that one a fire as well. And, you know, he submitted another pretty cool shot here as well. This is of Spider-Man and Agent Venom, at least Harry Osborn's interpretation of Agent Venom, fighting some more Hunter enemies in that fire place there. The whole place was about to go down. It's like some sort of warehouse or whatever, and there's fire everywhere. Let's see what else have we got here. A lot of people that submitted photos from before, they're still the same ones. I think this one's from Plus Plus. I'm just going to call you that. Plus Plus. Sorry if you have another name for it, but that's what I see here. This one is total wallpaper material. Also, I didn't notice from when it was minimized here, but if you look carefully, wow, you need to let me know in on your secret there. How did you do that? Look carefully right here. You can see it's black suited Spider-Man in the reflection, and it's normal Spider-Man outside. That has to be Photoshop, or you've had to find a way to split the image. If you're watching this video, please let me know how you did that, because that is amazing. Talk about iPhone / Android wallpaper material right there. That looks sick, man. I really, really love this shot. This actually might be one of my favorites. Thank you so much for submitting that one. That's a total badass shot, man. I really love that one. What is this right here? You know that Spider-Man meme, lol, what the hell am I doing? That's kind of like that. It's like Miles Morales is sitting there lol, what am I doing? Where Peter Parker Spider-Man is in the office. It's the 60s Spider-Man. He's sitting behind the desk. He's lol, what am I doing? That kind of reminds me of that. So I'm definitely gonna give you a little fire there for it being funny. Playground. It says here, Miles wearing purple matter suit just like Finn's color while crying, sitting where Finn died. Okay, that went dark a little bit there, but I interpreted it as something pretty funny as well. I think it looks pretty funny. This is from Playground once again. Also, you knew, good riddance. This is exactly where they fought Dr. Otto Octavius. This is where Peter Parker fought Octavius. And it's a reminder as well. But that doesn't count as a submission. I mean, it's a submission, but I'm not counting it towards the countdown of this photo submission as well. Good job, Playground. I really love those shots. Let's see what else I can find. Oh, hello, the odd koala. Now, what I like about this one is that both Spider-Man and this shot have they both have mech / tech suits on. Spider-Man's wearing the classic iron spider suit, and Miles Morales is wearing one of his tech suits. I like this one. The ray tracing is really good in this game. The helmets and the armor do reflect appropriately, so I think it looks pretty good. And I couldn't help but notice in the armor, especially in Spidey's armor, there's some enhancements and there's some improvements in the detail of the armor in this game versus the first game, which I really like as well. It looks awesome. Thank you so much for submitting this shot, the Odd Koala. I really like that one. Let's see what else we can find here. Ooh, it's from the same guy, Odd Koala. These are Kraven's like brains and blood, like just spilled out everywhere on that glass. Good detail to still have, you know, to keep that there. All right, so this one is from D. I'm definitely gonna give this one a fire because it just looks that good. I actually managed to like look at it prior to. I can't help but notice that this guy's face is hilarious, and he maintained his headsets while he was possessed by the symbiote. So that's pretty cool. These berserker like brutes, like these gigantic like behemoths, that they call them behemoth symbiotes. They're a real pain in the ass to fight in the game. I'm not gonna lie, especially if you're playing ultimate difficulty. But what I like about it is the use of the classic suit from Spider-Man No Way Home, the final suit that he used, you know, to swing away in Spider-Man No Way Home. I really like this suit a lot. It's really good. I actually don't use it as much in the game as I want to, which I definitely should, but definitely a really good choice, and definitely a really good shot. I like how like the subject is the focus, whereas the arms of the behemoth is blurred out because it's in the forefront, and the victim, being the person that got possessed by the symbiote, is also slightly blurred out, but their face is deadpan, which in some of the games needs to find a way to like improve that. I really want games to improve that, where NPCs don't have deadpan faces when, like, you know, they're getting hit or reacting to something or whatever. They need to find a way to react. And like another thing, other NPCs here, they're just chilling like it's a normal like Friday afternoon or whatever, just having a coffee. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, they're looks like Spider-Man's fighting a behemoth symbiote like about 10 feet away from us. No big deal. It's funny. I like this fight. It's funny. It's cool. It's, you know, it's hilarious all at the same time. So thank you, D, once again for submitting this shot. Oh, Smalley Biggs coming in with like that fire shot. Man, that looks awesome. This looks sick. I like this one. You know, it's funny, I submitted a shot similar to this one. Might have stolen my idea, but I know exactly where the inspiration came from. This one's cool as well. And what else we got here? Too much blue there. You got to dial it down with like the blue or the intensity, because that's too much. I think I have an idea what you were going for, but if Smalley Biggs, if I had to pick one, I think this would be my favorite one. The web wings are there. There goes like, you know, the web shot right there. The city in the background is entirely obscured, or you know the aperture is like set to like almost the max. I'd say dial it down a little bit, maybe blur it just slightly, but not too much. Because when I do my photo mode submissions, I don't blur out the city entirely, like 100%. I do it only so slightly that you can still see the city, but Spider-Man being the main subject in the photo is still the main focus. So I like this one. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, looks like somebody, they found it, but let's just say that was the last shot taken by the last team on the force. If you hear some noise, it's just someone making some noise in the background, so sorry about that. Looks like we got a shot of Venom's ass. Right here. Yep, Venom's ass. That I'm not picking that for the photo mode submission. Let's see, I think I have like what, a good like 2 more. Legion of Elgor coming down with like the amazing badass shots. This is of the Black Panther suit, of Miles Morales' Black Panther suit. I like this one because the hand with the claws is like in focus while he's still able to pose. And like the city is bleached out in white and darkened. You got dark tones in there. Did you use like the vintage or Warframe filter for this? Because this looks really epic. I really like this one a lot. So Legion of Elgor, wonderful shot. Let's see, and let's pick one more for good luck. Let's see what else that we got here. Let's see, I need a good one. Okay, desktop wallpaper material right here. I think this is it, guys. This is a really good one. This is from DP, or I guess you could say just P, but this one's cool. I like how, like, this image can say a lot. This person went from like going in a downward spiral in a thread of darkness, I guess you can say, because he had the black suit. Then he turned it around and realized what he was doing was wrong, and he was going in the wrong path. And then he got the anti-venom suit to fix everything. Shrouded in darkness, but there's still a sliver of hope, and that is the anti-venom suit. This looks awesome. I love how like the black, like the darkness shrouds him a little bit, like especially in the nape of his neck and his the rest of his body and a little bit of his back. But there's that sliver of hope, and that's the anti-venom suit. I think this is awesome. This does speak a lot of volumes. Like, it speaks a lot, honestly. This is a wonderful shot. Great job, DP. I really love this one. Definitely need to give it a fire. Definitely worthy of a desktop wallpaper, too. Awesome shot, man. Anyway, and that's pretty much it for the Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for submitting your shots. I look forward to seeing more shots next week. You know where to submit them, and in case you needed a reminder, definitely be sure to tag me using Spidey photos, or you can actually drop them here on my Discord. Invitation to link to that is in the description box once again. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you all in the next comic panel.